What you see right here is the Zenowell Luna. It's a vagus nerve stimulator, and I've been testing this out for the last month. My name is Viktor. I'm a multiple-time Olympian and a bachelor in health and nutrition. And here on my YouTube channel, I like to share all the biohacks that I find useful that I come across in my career. This one is definitely one of them. I started reading up on vagus nerve stimulation because I saw that there was more and more articles coming out, scientific research and studies that show that this has a huge impact on the nervous system, your HRV, and your readiness to take on training and just overall well-being. And as those articles piled up, I decided to look into which vagus nerve stimulator I should test out. The first one that popped up as I was searching online was the Pulsetto. It is the most popular, but after looking into the reviews, Trustpilot, and looking it up on Reddit, I came across this guy that has gained a lot of popularity lately, and after testing it, I really understand why. So in this video, I'm just gonna dive into that vagus nerve stimulation as a whole, but especially this. This is the Luna device. They also have another Vita device, and I'm just gonna share with you what I think and what I got out of using this for the last month. Vagus nerve stimulation, what exactly is it? It is stimulating a nerve that is linked to your nervous system. So the easiest way to think about it is simply giving a nice massage to your nervous system. And when it comes to sports where motor skills coordination are important, well then speed skating, my sport, is definitely one of them. Same goes for a lot of sports out there. The key variable that my coach and I look at is the HRV to determine what training load I'm ready to take on. And most of the studies made in this guy is regarding the nervous system and how it affects it, and it does have a pretty serious impact. I'm gonna leave some of the studies I found to be the most interesting here below. But what really blew my mind was after trying the device myself, seeing a very stagnant increase in my HRV despite doing the same training plan or even a higher load as I used this. My HRV in average went up by 4, which is pretty high because it's not that high to begin with. I do a lot of hard workouts, so it's pretty low. Another really interesting thing was my sleep latency, how easy I fall asleep, and especially how much I managed to increase my amount of deep sleep in the first half of the night, which I think in average is about double. So that made me very curious. It made me read into more of these articles, and it made me make this video to hopefully get some of you guys on board to begin your vagus nerve stimulation journey. Now, the device that I chose, the device that I prefer, is the Zenowell. The Luna device is the one I have here. I tested their Vita device as well. Both of those are fantastic in terms of the results, the benefits. I simply chose them because I read up on it online. They have the best reviews on Trustpilot, and also just comments online and Reddit. I decided to test that one out. Looked into the Pulsetto as well, but after finding out that by far the majority of all the studies that are made are actually made on devices that you have in your ear and not like most of the devices you see online that are around the neck or even the scalp here. So I felt that that was the right choice to do because that is the one that's scientifically proven to actually have an impact. Obviously, I figured that out after my own results. Now, in terms of the price point, I think it's rather low for how much you get out of it. The devices from Zenowell here, they come the Luna at $581 and the other, the Vita device, at $466. I'm gonna dive into the differences between the two of them, but just wanted to touch base on the price point. If you compare that to the Pulsetto, for example, it comes at $600 and an annual subscription, even if you do the whole year at a time, at $179. Bonus info, there is a discount code here below in this video that will save you extra money if you decide to buy a Zenowell. Looking at the hardware, the device is fairly small. It comes in this package. It is simply that you just put it in your ear. Cool thing about using a vagus nerve stimulator that goes into the ear, the Zenowell will immediately fit 90% of all people that test it, and then you simply just take that top layer of the earpiece out, and then it should fit just about every person out there because that is how you adjust the size. Comparing that to the other vagus nerve stimulators, it's very easy to see if you Google it online. You're gonna see a lot of people that are not happy with how they fit, and that is a very key thing to get the full benefit out of it. At first when you use it, it feels a little like small electrodes, but after 10 seconds, it's really just gonna feel like an ear massage. The differences between the two devices, the Luna has one more mode, then the design is just a little bit different. One thing that I love about the Zenowell is that it's not attached to an app, it's not attached to a phone, you don't need internet to use it. I can use it when I'm on a flight and I want to fall asleep. I love that thing. It's very simplified but also very efficient. 4 different modes. You can adjust the intensity from 0 to 30. I'm kind of growing with it. Started out 8 to 9, and at this point I'm using 13, 14 out of 30 for my sleep and slightly higher for my relaxation sessions. It also has the meditation and a relief sessions that are more if you have some actual struggles rather than preventing things or just recovery. So the Luna has some benefits if you're targeting specific issues or pain like migraines, joint pains, chronic issues. You can use that one to a much larger extent than the Vita. However, for the general use, I think both of them are super efficient. I prefer the Luna. I love the design of it. It is very easy to use. Every session takes 20 minutes, regardless of which of the 4 modes you choose. And then you simply just adjust the intensity. To put it in your ear, extremely simple. You just put a little bit of gel in it that comes with it in the box and then plug it in. Battery life is pretty incredible as well. I've been using the Luna for I think 20 sessions at least, and it's got a good amount of battery left on it. So it's not a thing you have to worry about too much. Now to what I got out of it. I think the main thing, this would probably be the selling point if I was from Zenowell. Put it in, go to bed, and notice how easy it is falling asleep after using the sleep mode, or even during the sleep mode in some cases. And then check your wearables the next morning and see how much deep sleep you got. And I don't think you need to look up any articles or studies or think about placebo, because it will make a huge impact. Vagus nerve stimulation is a real thing, and I was pretty surprised by how much of a difference it actually makes on sleep quality and how much deep sleep I get overnight. And that one works immediately. You don't have any build-up adaptation period. You just plug it in 20 minutes and you will sleep very deep after, or through the session even. So that's really cool if sleep is something you struggle with, or if you just want to feel more rested or recover better. Used it a couple of times if I had headaches, often training at altitude, that can be a struggle, or with time differences traveling. And that one also gives a very immediate relief. So also one thing I would use it for. And then the final one, the thing that I use the most regularly, is just the recovery, and the impact that has on the HRV is rather significant. We're talking 10% changes. That one is not a thing you feel right overnight. It is more of gradual increase over the week. So it's a thing you would need to use basically every day. I use it 5 to 6 times a week, and I do see the results. So obviously that motivated me to do it more and more. And the fact that it's painless, it's literally a massage for your ear, for your nervous system, and it takes surprisingly little money and time and no effort. So I'm definitely gonna keep using it as I train toward my 3rd Olympics. But I do also recommend you guys to try it out. Get yourself a Zenowell, 2-year warranty, nothing to worry there. And then yeah, let me know in the comment section if you have any experiences with vagus nerve stimulation. Hope to have you subscribe to this channel for more cool biohack videos.